when Bugis gave me the green light to be like, yo, yeah, you should rap, it was just kind of like, okay, well, game over for everyone else. Like if Bugis thinks it's tight, you know? So, and that's how it still is. You only need one, but it's important to have at least one person who believes in you, sometimes almost more than you.
Mm.
And there is no jealousy or weird, you can't win because then I won't win. Like it's a very weird thing. So I always, commend Bugis for being like the best friend you could have in something that I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's talk about that a bit.
Yeah.
I like what you brought up there about men specifically, like, and you took me straight back to like my teenage years where
Yeah.
I'd be best friend with a dude and he'd be like my brother, but then we'd go out and he'd be like, all right, let's see who can get more girls today. Right? Like that would be his mentality. Or like, oh, let's see who'll be better at the sport today. And it was every time, I've realized that everyone in my life or male relationships, if every time a friend of mine has tried to turn a friendship into a competition,
Yeah.
they haven't lasted in my life.
Yeah.
Like they're no longer in my life because I just wanted to be friends.
Well, now don't get me wrong.
yeah.
Me and Bugis, dumb competitive.
Okay, so explain.
We played basketball together. Like
Right.
anything me and Bugis will turn into a competition for sure. But when it comes to a dream you're following after, like it's never like, yo, how many streams did your song do, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's never been that.
How do you build that balance? What is it about him and what is it about you that allows you to build that kind of a friendship? Because I think that's rare.
Yeah, I do too.
Especially in today's social media world, stream
Yeah.
world. I mean, followers, views,
Yeah.
comments, engagement, all this stuff that we all talk about.
I think we're both trying to do the same thing, and we were both real friends before all this. And we both understood, we read Napoleon Hill, so we understand the power of a mastermind. And we just, as big of egos as me and him have, we never let it get in the way of like supporting one another and any of that, So I don't know. I just think it comes down to the person. Like, how real are you? Some people are just fake. It is what it is.
Yeah. No, and that idea of being able to have at least even one person.
Just
like
one.
You said,
That's
just
all you
one.
need.
You don't
Yeah.
need. Yeah, because sometimes we want 10 or 20
Right.
like that. And you're right, for most of us,
No.
we're lucky to have one.
Yeah.
And that's a good enough start. You mentioned Napoleon Hill and Mastermind. What age were you when you read that book?
17. Bugis gave me the book. So Bugis was putting me on to a lot of that stuff. He put me on to Napoleon Hill. He put me on to The Alchemist. So that's the thing. We weren't just like the typical 17, 18-year-olds, hanging out. We graduated high school 17 and we just were locked in the studio from then until now, So it was a lot of self-discovery, but out the gate, once we left high school, we were reading those books. So it was just kind of like, we were ready to go mentally. Like we read those books and we're both the kind of people that we buy into something quick and then we latch onto it and then that's that. If that's what we believe, you can't tell us anything different. Like if I went vegan for a year because I watched one documentary and like that was that. Like once something clicks in my brain, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like right now, I haven't had bread or grains in 2 weeks because I just like woke up and it clicked. Like my brother, a nutritionist, told me and I latched onto him. Boom, that's it. Me and him have always been very good at just, once we decide something, that's what it is. He lost a bunch of weight, 30, 40 pounds because he just decided, I'm done, So once me and him decided this is what we were doing with our lives, there was no, but maybe we're not doing it with our lives. This was it. And we were both fully committed, and every day and every second of our lives was committed to this,